is often credited as being one of the most avant-garde, groundbreaking, and revolutionary art movements. But what exactly is Cubism, and who were the Cubists? The two most pivotal artists referred to as the inventor of Cubism are the France's George Braque and Spain's Pablo Picasso. Back in the early 1900s, these two pioneers started to represent and depict their subject matter from multiple angles and viewpoints at the same time, rather than from a single fixed position, which had been the norm prior to that. Despite the name of the iconic movement, neither Braque or Picasso ever painted cubes. The term itself actually originated from a derogatory remark made by an art critic in 1908. The critic has discharged Braque by saying the artist reduced everything to geometric schemas, to cubes. The term soon became widespread and Cubism was born.
Cubist technique were evident throughout all of Picasso's work at this time. Tete, for instance, is one of his most celebrated artworks and the most abstract of all of his Cubist collage. The half circle down in charcoal depicts the profile of a head. The small circle in the diagonal line with the arc represent an eye and nose. The pasted on elements represent the face, hair, and neck. Within a few years, both Braque and Picasso began to incorporate letters into their Cubist works. Braque's Le Bouclier, meaning the candlestick, from 1911 is a very early example of one of his paintings include lettering. The purpose of this lettering was to question the relationship between works, pictures, and the objects they represent. Toward the top of the painting is a candle which helps to identify the shape below as a candlestick, a simple clay pipe, the kind Braque, smoke lies to the center right and below that are bobbin and a pair of scissors.
Within a few years, a small group of artists based in Paris, including Fernand Léger, Robert Delaunay, and Sonia Delaunay, were following the lead of Braque and Picasso abstract art. They want to emphasize the point that the painting is a flat surface, while the things they represented were three-dimensional. So instead of choosing a fixed perspective and presenting views as if seen through a window, they paint a motif as if seen from several different angles at once. The Cubist style quickly spread across Europe and America, with particular popularity burgeoning in Russia, while the style corresponding and chimes with newly forming revolutionary ideals.
In Scotland, the works of artists like William Cruiger also displayed a strong affinity with Cubism, as can be seen in this painting of Edinburgh from the late 1920s. Cubism soon splintered and morphed into various different styles across numerous different countries. The Italians had Futurism, the British had Vorticism, the Russians had Suprematism and Constructivism. It is also inspired and influenced movements around the world in different creative disciplines such as architecture, music, and literature. Given the far reach and impact of the movement and its many exciting and important offshoots, the case can easily be made for Cubism as being the most radical and influential art movement of the 20th century. The Cubists constructed new realities, moving away from the traditional ideas of representation leading to abstraction.